Hey everybody, I'm out here getting ready to spray for some clover in the yard. That's typically what we get in our lawn for whatever reason, just clover, nothing else really. Sometimes we'll get a little bit of spurge and that kind of thing just in some spots, but typically it's clover that I battle. I have a neighbor that also has some problems with clover. Clover just kind of like everywhere. It's like a rabbit salad bar over there. And we're going to be taking care of that lawn also with this treatment. But I was getting ready to mix up some of our product that we're going to be using, and I thought I would kind of take you through the process and the options that you have when spraying for clover. So there's a couple of different routes you can go. You can use a hand sprayer. That's the route that we're going to go, and I like to keep it easy. I just use Ortho Weed B Gon. That's specifically for clover. Mix it up in a hand can, and then you can kind of just spot spray. Works really good for like I said, spot spraying. And that's where if you just have a few areas of the lawn where you need to put some product down on some weeds, it'll let you just zap them and be done with it. If you have a larger problem, like I was talking about our neighbor out in the lawn, and you need to really cover a lot of area, there is a version that you can hook up to your hose end and just spray it out across the lawn and get it down that way. More of a blanket coverage. So two different options, both big box store or Amazon. You can buy these on. Super easy to do. It's nothing that is hugely technical or anything like that. But we're going to use this option, and we're going to mix it up with a little bit of surfactant. What the surfactant will do is, if you've ever gone outside and poured water on clover or a leaf of any type, you'll notice that the water will kind of bubble up, and it'll be little beads of water all over the blade of weed, and it'll roll off of it. So we don't want that. We want to get really super good coverage. And what the surfactant will do is it helps to break that surface tension and spread the product all over the leaf or the blade of the clover, and really put it to it and kill it. So let's go ahead and mix this up, and we'll show you how I put it down. So we've got the product here. If you read the back here, there's a label. Always read the label on these. It's going to give you all of the instructions on how to mix it and put it together on your lawn. But I have 2 gallons of water here in my hand can, already all filled up and ready to go. Clean water. Rinse these, triple rinse them after every use. So this, before I put this away the last time I used it, I triple rinsed it, meaning that I filled it 3 times and emptied out the water 3 times. So Ortho, it's really nice. It comes with a cup on the top where you can pour it in. It's labeled in the inside, but this gets 1 ounce per 1 gallon of water. So we're going to put 2 ounces of product in there. 2 ounces. Close the top. And this surfactant, remember, this is the magic ingredient that's going to make it really stick to the weeds and make it actually do a better job of working. It'll work without this, but this is going to give you a much better chance of killing the weed. This, what we're going to do is going to put down a 1/2 ounce, which is basically a splash. A little bit of this goes a long way. So it's not a product that you can overdo it and accidentally kill your grass or anything like that. But just a little bit of it goes a long way. We can close up the hand can and give the product a really good shake. to use. Pretty simple. So what I'll do here is I'll give you a few tips on how to put the product down to get the most effective use of the product itself, and then getting it out on your lawn. Alright guys, we've got it all ready to go. The tank is pressurized, we pumped it all up, got the product ready to spray, but I did want to kind of show you what you can do as far as the best way of spraying this down on the ground to make sure that you get the best coverage. So guys, what I try to do when putting the product down is keeping the wand kind of at my mid thigh area and spraying it down, and you'll see we get a nice wide coverage. Spraying that on concrete so we don't damage the grass or anything like that, but you can see how wide that is, so you kind of get a real good idea of how wide of a swath you're going to be putting the product down. What you can do there is get your tank all set up with some water and just do some practice spraying, just so that you get a good feel for how the flow rate is and how wide your spray pattern is, and just get a real good feel for how your particular sprayer is working, because all of them are going to work a little bit different and have a different feel to them. So it'll give you an opportunity to really test them out before you put product in it and go spraying down. So we'll put some product down here on a little bit of Clover, and then we'll round out the video. So you guys can see here, got a little bit of Clover in this area. Like I said, I don't have a big huge problem, but I just do have it in some areas. So all that we're going to do is spray it. I like to give them 2 shots. You're going to get really good coverage. You can see that the water droplets are much smaller and spread all over the leaf, so we're going to get really good a really good opportunity to kill that weed. So that's really all there is to it, guys. It's not rocket science. Anybody can do it. You shouldn't be nervous or scared about any of this type of stuff, just get out there in the lawn and do it. You're not gonna break anything, I guess, is my message. But until next time, I wish you guys a good weekend. Be sure to subscribe to our channel below. It really helps us out. Really appreciate that. And be sure to give us a like and leave us a comment. Let's start a discussion below. And if there's something that maybe you're doing different that you're having great luck with, by all means, share that and let's talk about it and have the rest of the viewers get engaged in the conversation. So I think that's it for this time, guys. Again, I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you out in the lawn and garden. Bye-bye.